1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome back, besties. I am back. I know you missed me.
Guess who's back?
I missed you guys. I missed being on camera.
Back again.
Yep.
You should have came in like in the WWE, like din, 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 din. Like
yeah. Damn, I haven't seen WWE in a minute.
I was such a fan as a little girl. Now not so much, but
I was a dirty little kid because I only remember ever wanting to watch the scenes where like they had a whole ass bed in the center of the ring.
Oh my god!
And they were all like the sexual tension was high. I had no business.
That's probably where I started like the habit of looking at guys' crotch.
Maybe.
Because I'd be looking. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, like of
like
course.
they could do it to us.
I don't be looking though. Let me be honest, I don't.
I just.
What? Yeah, why do you?
Because Jason Sudeikis has the best crotch I've ever
Who's
seen.
that?
He's in Ted Lasso. He's in Horrible Bosses. He's in We're the Millers.
The main guy from We're the Millers, the dad?
Yeah.
No way.
Dude, I love him.
No way.
I literally am in love with him.
He's so ugly.
He's not. He's perfect.
That's
I
insane.
love you, Jason Sudeikis. And he always has the best fucking sneakers on screen. Like, I know he has a mean-ass sneaker collection, but like, whenever I watch his movies, I always look at his shoes because they're always fresh.
Interesting.
He's one of my favorite actors, and I love him.
Interesting.
There you go.
You know what? They should get him on Chicken Chop Date or with Bobby. I forgot the name of Bobby's podcast.
I don't know the name of. You know which one? She kind of did an interview where it was like a little bit like I don't know who he was. It's some guy, but they were both also like really fucking awkward.
Yeah.
And when I was watching it, I was like, oh, like this is awkward, but why is it so entertaining?
Yeah, it'd be my dream to have Drake on, to be honest.
Damn, she really manifested that shit though.
She
Good for
really
her.
fucking did. Cause he was supposed to be on Chicken Chop Date. I saw that I forgot the girl's name.
Oh my god,
but
it
didn't work out, like scheduling and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So he wasn't able to be on. So that sucks. But I mean, he got on with Bobby.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder if there's gonna be beef because of that.
I don't think so.
You know who I'm gonna manifest that we're gonna have on one day?
Who?
Eugenio Derbez.
Really? I would
We're gonna
love to have him
him
on. Have you ever seen his reality show that he has with his family?
Only on like TikTok, like the little snippets but they're hilarious. Yeah. I just feel like he's like a vital point of my childhood. Like even before La Familia, when they would do like Ep.64 derbez, and it was like the little devil who would like, and it was just videos of people falling.
Oh,
but then when they were gonna fall, like the little devil would press the button.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that shit was funny. Or the little witch that was like, ¿Cómo se dice?
Yeah. Damn, you're just pulling like memories out of my brain.
Dude,
right
I
had
love
completely
that
forgotten
show.
about that.
You never watched like La Hora Pico and stuff?
Yeah, I did.
Why was I watching
I don't
that?
remember it clearly though. I know that I did watch it like when my mom had it on and stuff, but I can't be like, oh, remember this or remember that.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
You remember the big titty bitches on there?
No,
it was whenever the song goes, La Hora Pico.
Oh yeah,
it was all
the song right about. Oh my goodness.
I love that show. See, that was my MTV. Like, I wasn't watching stuff on MTV because that's what I was watching. Like, Latino out-of-pocket shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is dumb because then my mom would be like, no ves esas pendejadas. And it would be like MTV. Also, I feel like I'm drinking this like it's juice.
No, me too. I literally had to tell myself right now, don't drink it like it's juice because it's not.
Yeah, I was about to sip on it the whole time.
It's 18% alcohol too, so
it's but
strong.
What's the serving size? Like 18% alcohol
per like half the bottle. That's what it's tasting like. Oh, and it's 100% organic, you guys.
Oh my gosh, we are so in tune with nature.
Maracuya, tequila destilado de agave, 100 artesanal.
100% artesanal.
Yeah, so
check it.
You check it with me.
No, I haven't ate today.
I hate you. You're a fucking liar.
I have to drive us back to my house.
Talking about lying. We lied about our age this weekend, you guys.
I know, and this bitch gave me years. Like, you were like, let's pretend to be 30, and I was like,
because it's fun. Because no one will know.
I was
because
like, you pretend. That's
because no one will. Everyone's gonna be like, wow, like you're definitely not 30. And we're not. That's the funny part. That's the funny part. It's like, I know.
Yeah, like I said.
Right, literally. But yeah, you guys, we went to Punch Bowl and these two guys came up to us and they recognized us from the show. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand why I always have to get so awkward. I actually get awkward in general when men approach me.
Really?
Like, at all. Like,
I'm such a bitch.
I love that though. Like, you're like so confident regardless. And I feel like when a man comes around me, any man, it doesn't even have to be like just a man in general. Mm-hmm. Like, I just immediately like don't want to like talk. I'm
really?
Just like, I'm like, I should just not say anything.
You know what's funny that my cousin said? Because my cousin said that only medium ugly girls get approached, and because some guy had approached her and she's like, so the fact that he came up to me is disrespectful. And I was like, why? She said because really pretty girls don't get approached because they're intimidating. So we're medium ugly.
That was the first time in my life I've ever been approached.
I literally have never experienced something so traumatic.
I immediately shut down. Like, it was
that's why you stopped talking, dude.
It was so uncomfortable.
I have never done that before.
Never experienced that. Never felt that emotion.
Oh my god, she's hilarious though. Because when she said that, I was like, okay, sure, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely.
I don't think so.
Me neither.
I don't agree. Just because I have many gorgeous friends.
Yeah, she was just fucking around, but it was just funny because she's like, honestly, the fact that he came up to me is like disrespectful.
When you're trying to find any reason to just not date.
Oh my god.
Literally, I feel like, you guys, I feel like every time I'm like talking about dating, my friends will always say like, dude, like, you could be like, oh my god, like his baby hairs were sticking out, and like, that's an ick. Like everything gives me
like, but it was also, I saw TikTok where it was like me ignoring every single one of his red flags, but when I'm dating, like the way he walks is giving me the ick. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I feel like for me right now, I feel like I have like moments where I feel like I'm ready, then I feel like I'm not. So I feel like that's what I've been struggling with, because I'm like, damn, I could catch myself self-sabotaging, and then I don't know. I'd just be like, fuck.
I don't know though, because I feel like, me personally, I believe in like when you meet someone and you just click, it's just really obvious.
No, of course. Well, I feel like that's separate, you know, because I feel like it's rare. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's
it's
what I'm
rare
saying,
to
like
meet someone and click like that.
That's what I'm saying. So like, si no se te pega, I feel like that's when you're like, oh, like this was kind of whatever because this person's really not that great, and I'm just like.
But then like I've met guys that are like, well, good looking, and they have a good combo and whatnot. Like, there's nothing really wrong with them, at least like in the first time meeting them. Like, but then I'm like, but I just don't feel them want the need, or like, I just don't want to pursue it. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. The pheromones aren't pheromoning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like, it's like obviously like a great guy. I mean, at least of what I'm seeing from the first time meeting him. Like, why don't I want to see, you know, where it goes? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm saying I'm open to dating and I'm getting to know men, and it's like some are ticking boxes, but I'm like, cool, this is cool. But I still like, I don't go home feeling like, oh my god, is he gonna text me? Is he gonna call me? You know, like that giddiness. I'm not feeling that.
But I also feel like, do you think it's just because, like, we're older?
Maybe more like...
Yeah, like, because you're more realistic now in your dating. It's not so much like, oh, I want the spark. It's more of like, well, what do you have to offer me?
Maybe. It could be.
You know what I mean?
Your guess is good as mine.
Because I can't be letting you date, like,
bums and
just anyone now, baby girl.
I know.
We got to get you a big, rich man.
A big, rich man.
And by big, I mean, like, can pick you up and cradle you in his arms.
Oh, God. As long as I don't sweat a lot. Because I feel like
that's your only requirement?
Just because I feel like big men sweat so much. It's disgusting. I was cuddled once by like a big man who was like a gym rat. And I just would wake up drenched in his sweat.
Ew, I think guys just sweat a lot though.
And it was disgusting. But my skinny men could never.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
There's nothing to sweat. It's just bones.
That's why. I'd rather my bony man, you know, cuddle.
You want to hear him clinkling through the night?
Shoot, I'll keep him warm.
You hang him outside for like the little noise ones. Oh my god. Do you feel like though? Do you ever want to go out like on Saturday how we wanted to go out? Do you feel like it was more of like, oh, I wonder if we're... Because I think, like, in situations like that, I'm like, oh, I wonder, like, if there's people here who are genuinely here to meet somebody.
I'm pretty sure.
You think so?
Were you asking if I go out with that intention?
Yeah. Like, do you ever purposely go out with that intention of like, oh, hopefully I meet someone? Not like in a, oh, like I want a guy. Just more of like, just for funsies.
I think so.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Not all the time. But sometimes if I'm feeling like
Excitada.
I don't know. Sometimes I'll, I don't know. Different thoughts go through my head when I'm getting ready, depending on like how I'm feeling.
And also like where you're going, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And then like, I don't know. Randomly, sometimes I'll be like, ooh, mate, what if I meet someone tonight? But more often than not, I always hope to meet just like friends.
Oh, okay.
Like, I feel like more often I'm like, oh, I would like to just make friends with like new people and like just get to know more people, because I definitely feel like I've been outgrowing a lot of friends lately, and I feel like there's been more room in my life for friendships, and I don't know, so I feel like I have been more like, oh, like I want to make more friends and meet more people, and I would love to experience, because I've experienced the like love at first sight kind of feeling where it's like I meet someone and then I love them from like the moment I see them. I want to experience the slow burn,
a friends to lovers.
Yes, I want to experience a friends to lovers trope. Like I would fucking love that, to just meet someone and just see them as a friend and then slowly wake up one day and I'm like, I love him.
No, and then all of us being like, duh, Vanessa, we all knew that.
We all saw it.
You're going to be like, why didn't you tell me?
He's leaving to France today.
Tell him before he gets on the plane.
No, it's too late.
Oh, fuck. And I'm that friend like driving you to the airport.
And your mama alone. Dude, so how the fuck did you crash it?
Oh, I didn't crash it. My fucking gate. The sensor didn't read my truck, so I just rammed into it.
Oh, damn.
Oh, man. It was the worst, guys. I was having a super depressive episode that day, and I was like, no, get out of bed. Like, I was going to force myself to get out of bed. And I got ready right when I'm going to leave my house. I love my truck more than anything. Well, not more than anything, but a lot. And my fucking gate just like, and I literally was like,
oh,
like, no, why the fuck did I even get out of bed right now?
Yeah.
But then I got over it because it's something that can be fixed, and it's, you know what I mean? Like, there was no point in me getting pissed off about it.
It didn't look too bad.
No, it didn't. And then the next day I was getting it washed, and he told me he could buff it out. I just need to get the dent out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was happy. But also, like, I was just trying to tell myself, like, it's something materialistic. Who cares? Like, if I can fix it, then it's not a big deal. Plus, like, thankfully, it wasn't, like, an accident or anything.
100%.
Yeah. I've been trying to, like, even, like, with my phone, I'm like, oh, I have to disconnect from objects.
Yeah.
Like, I need to stop giving these objects so much emotional value.
Yeah.
But I do love my truck. Like, if it were to get fucked up for real, I would cry so hard.
Yeah.
Dude, this shit is strong because I'm already getting hot as hell.
How? I never feel it. I never feel hot. I have to be, like, dancing or something.
This shit was, like, shoving into my vagina. Are you gonna watch the Barbie movie, or do you really not care? Or were you a Barbie girl?
No. I just want to watch it just for fun.
But you didn't play with Barbies or, like, brats or shit?
I played with brats more, I think.
I think I played the most with my scene. Because those bitches were so beautiful. And then, like, the little game online was just, like, I feel like that's where I was like, I'm going to become a hairstylist. You never play the games? Did you play games online? Like, the Disney Channel ones?
Not really, never.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I genuinely think when I look at my childhood, I played outside, like, 80% of the time.
Oh, me too. But I also did, like, going on the computer. But it was, like, because at the time, high-speed internet didn't exist. It wasn't as often as, like, opposed to how kids are now.
Yeah. No, literally, I feel like I was always outside. The very few times I remember playing inside, I think I played, like, Barbies. Not Barbies, like, Bratz. I think that's what I used. And what else did I play with? Damn, I honestly don't remember playing with things much. I feel like I was always outside. Like,
that's crazy.
Playing tag, like flirting with the boys that would skate in my neighborhood.
What the fuck? How old were you?
Like, elementary. Like, this was all elementary through, like, middle school.
You're all second grade away.
Literally. I was gonna mention one more thing, but I slipped my mind. Oh, I didn't start really playing with the DS until I was, like, in middle school, like,
Isn't that when he came out?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
I don't remember, but I got a DS in middle school, and then was when I literally started using like the Mario games. I did have a Wii. I loved the dancing games. I was never into like controller games. I liked the dancing ones.
The Dance Revolution. I always played video games because I had an older brother, so he always had them. And then my dad.
We're all girls over here.
Yeah, my dad had like Game Boys and shit. But I was never like a gamer girl. I always just played like Mario Party. There was a game called Monkey Ball. I played all the fucking Mario Olympics like on the Wii.
And don't get me wrong, I probably would have enjoyed it like if we would have had it at home.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I would have played them though. You're right. I didn't think about that. Like if I didn't have a brother.
Yeah, and I honestly like don't think anyone in my life like played it either, so that for me to look and be like, oh, I want that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure if I would have asked for it, I could have gotten it. I just didn't know it existed like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I knew like the dancing games existed.
Yeah,
but that's really it. But I enjoyed it. Like I would ride bikes around the neighborhood.
Yeah, I
would go over to my friends' houses and just like watch TV.
I never went over to a friend's house when I was little. My mom never let me go anywhere.
Not even just during the day. Fuck. That's tough.
I mean, I didn't care. I didn't know. Like, it wasn't, like, a big thing to me.
What's it called? I would go over. I would not be allowed to sleep over, but, like, during the day. Like, my mom knew, like, my mom's friends and stuff. And they were always in the neighborhood. Like, I never, like, got driven anywhere. So I would walk there and they would let me.
No, even, like, in high school. Like, she would let me for, like, 2 hours go to my friend's house. Like, when I was, like, a sophomore.
That's wild. But, see, I don't know. I guess, I lived literally one street away from Valerie's house, and she was my only friend. So I would literally just walk to her house, and that was the only friend my mom ever let me spend the night with. But then again, to be fair, it was the only friend it was the only friend that I would even consider sleeping over at. You know what I mean? So I never really kind of. I'm pretty sure that if I had like other friends that were not close, my mom would have probably said no.
But I was close to all my friends, and my mom knew all their moms and
everything,
stuff.
And it was still a no.
Yeah, she just didn't let me.
And you didn't care at the time?
Yeah, I would fucking cry and beg her. And, like, if there was, like, a party, I would have to ask her a month in advance. And then I'd have to ask her a week in advance. And then I'd have to ask her again the day of to make sure, like, she was in a good mood to, like, still let me go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I would get pissed. Like, at my friend's quinceañera, she picked me up at 11.
You never snuck out?
I mean, yeah, but like later. At the time, I didn't. I didn't start sneaking out until I got like my high school like boyfriend, and I wanted to see him. But even then, I didn't really sneak out. I would just like go to Saturday school and then sign in, and then leave with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I actually had this conversation with my mom the other day because my aunt told her that parents need to apologize for the things that they do as parents without realizing that they're like damaging their kids. And we started having the conversation of like, because I can tell it still bothers her, like knowing that I did like sneak out and, you know, like ditch school and stuff. Like it to this day bothers her.
Way.
Yeah, like she
How
gets
did she
pissed.
react?
She's just like, no, pues bonitas chingaderas.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yeah,
and like in a serious tone, not even like a joking. Oh, wow.
Yeah, she gets really upset about it. And this last time that I went to visit her, we were talking about it because one of my little nieces got in trouble recently. And I started telling her like that I don't think I would have done so much dumb shit if she wasn't so strict on me.
100%.
And she just takes it as like, oh, sorry, you know, oh, sorry, my bad mom or whatever.
Oh
and I'm God. Like, no, it's not.
That's a Cancer's mother's favorite like line to use, honestly.
Is my mom a Cancer? I thought she was a Capricorn.
Well, I don't know, but my mom is a Cancer, and that's her favorite line to use.
Wait, when's your mom?
That's
June, right?
June 28th.
No, my mom's January.
Yeah, she's
I think that's just a mom thing because... Like, girl, what are you talking about? That's not even what I said.
No accountability.
No, yeah. And, like, she kind of just started getting mad about it. And I was explaining to her, like, the difference of her raising me and raising my brothers. Because, like, my brothers also fucked up in the same ways that I fucked up.
Yeah.
But I'm the only one who, like, still gets, like, shit for it.
Yeah.
And she started getting really, really upset. And we kind of just, like, left the conversation alone. And then the next day we went out to eat. And she was like, oh, I want to say, like, I'm sorry. Like, I like reflected last night and like she's like I was just doing what I thought was best. And I was like, no, I know, like I don't hold any like anger towards her at all. I was just explaining to her that maybe if I felt like I could call my mom when I had fucked up instead of Because I told her that sometimes I felt like I put myself in difficult situations because the fear of her finding out was graver than whatever fuck up I was about to make.
Yeah.
And it sucked. Like, it sucked not being able, like, me messing up and not being able to call my mom because that would just make me do more dumb shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I was telling her. I was like, and then I started explaining to her, like, the precautions I take as a woman, because I feel like she doesn't really understand that, like, I really am careful with myself. Yeah. And even, like, with my friends when I go out. And I feel like this is the one that kind of stuck. Like, we understood each other this time, which was nice.
I was about to say that it's nice when you have, like, those conversations and you finally feel a little bit of, like, validation for your experience, especially if it doesn't come often. Because I know, like, in my personal experiences with, like, my conversations with my mom, I feel like I've come to realize lately that she does listen, but very few times does she actually, like, take in what I'm saying. Yeah. And there's a difference, you know, between just, like, listening just to fucking
hear, like
just
hear,
but you're not actually, like, understanding. You're not actually validating. Like, you're not actually comprehending, like, what I'm saying.
Or you're not even like taking the moment to reflect instead of just getting defensive.
Exactly. And honestly, like, and even if in that moment, like, you know how you said your mom got upset in the moment, but the next day she was like, you know what, I was able to reflect. Like, even that is huge, because my mom has never, not once, done that, where it's like gotten pissed in the moment and then been like, oh, you know what, like, I reflected on that and, like, you're right, whatever. Like, she's never, not once, been able to do that. So it's I imagine, like, it was nice to hear.
I was just gonna say that my mom had never done that either, to be honest. Like, that was the first time where we had a conversation where the next day, like, instead of it escalating, but I do think a lot of it has to do with the fact that now I'm a little bit more patient instead of, like, getting triggered and getting pissed off and starting
lashing out.
Yeah, like, starting to say mean things to her, even though I know that it's gonna hurt her, and then she's gonna say even meaner things to me. Yeah. So I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at, like, listening to what she's saying and be like, okay, she's not understanding what I'm saying, and me, like, being a bitch to her is not gonna get it through her head. 100%. Yeah, like, I need to, like, just be like, okay, you know what, like, we don't have to talk about this anymore. Like, it's okay.
100%. And honestly, like, and I understand that dynamic so well, where we have to kind of be the ones to take a step back and be like, okay, I can either de-escalate the situation or I can escalate it. And I feel like it's so hard because we're in the midst of, like, our anger and our frustration and it's years of it, right? It's not just like, oh, it's one moment that's happening right now. It's like our whole childhood, like, our whole, like, lives, that this is how we've been dealing with our mothers. And it's fucking hard. So, like, I want to tell you, like, good shit. Like, because I know that feeling. Like, I know, like, you know, and sometimes we still fuck up. Me personally, like, I still have moments where I raise my voice and my mom still, like, I still, like, say some shit back. Maybe not in a mega disrespectful way that I would back in the day, like, cussing and stuff. But I still sometimes will lose my patience and, like, yell or, like, raise my voice back at her.
Which is fair.
Yeah, and I'm super, like, forgiving with myself now. Like, I don't beat myself up for it. I'm like, you know what, like, I'm gonna do better next time and whatnot. And next time I do always do better. Again, I do have my fuck ups, but I try to do better, like, always. And honestly, it's nice because it's kind of like that saying where it's like you kind of have to be the change you want to see. And it's like by you becoming to, like, trying to calm yourself down in those situations, you're in a sense kind of teaching her how to do that, because, you know what I mean, like, she's now coming to you and she's apologizing and she's, you know, seeing that change in you is having an effect on her, which I think is pretty cool, because I've also seen that in my mom as well. Not like a big drastic thing, but, like, even just little tiny things like that are, like, a huge wins, you know.
And even for them, because, like, it's kind of a shock to them of, like, whoa, like, we're not gonna keep fighting. Yeah. And I almost feel like sometimes she wants to continue that, and I have to really be like, no, just let it go. She's just trying to lash out, but it probably doesn't even have anything to do with me. 100%. She's probably going through some shit and she just wants to lash out on me, but like, we both need to calm down. And it's hard to even get yourself to convince yourself of, like no, like, listen to me. Like, I'm gonna speak louder because I need you to listen to me, but instead be like, okay, like, this is gonna go nowhere, there's no point in me doing that, like, let's just move on.
What do you do in those situations when you, like, walk away from that argument and then, like, say you go into your room and you still feel that anger and that frustration?
Oh, I just cry.
You just cry?
Yeah, I have to just cry it out.
Yeah.
But I have to, or sometimes, I don't know, this is psycho. I go in my car and I start screaming.
Okay, no, I think that's good.
Okay.
I feel like that's releasing.
Yeah.
In any way.
Yeah. Or I'll put a song. That's why, honestly, that's why I fuck with Taylor Swift. Okay. Because her songs are, like, so screamable. So I'll be listening to them and I'm almost like literally screaming what I'm feeling, even if it has nothing to do with what like the conversation was. Just being able to like listen to that and yell at the same time kind of helped me like forget about what like I was talking
like her
about.
new music.
No, just like with random songs. Dear John's the best one right now. 10-10 because she's screaming the whole time.
Oh, okay.
She's like, Dear John, and I'm like, ah. So thank you, Taylor Swift, for saving my life over and over again.
Dude, like sometimes when I go to my room and like after having like a heated moment like that, I'll like lay in my bed and I'll just have like a mini like argument with myself. It's like I continue the argument.
Like you finish it off?
Yeah. I'm like, and then like it's like I have to get it out some way, somehow. Like it's like all this pent up energy and like I just have to like say it, you know, and like I'll just it's kind of like it's almost like I have to validate what I'm thinking or else I feel like I'm going insane. You know what I mean? Like was I in the wrong here?
Like you go back and reevaluate the whole conversation.
Like why did she give me this reaction to like my feelings, you know, like that I feel like are genuine and like I'm not trying to like, you know, be a bitch or anything, but yet she's giving me this reaction like if I was like the worst person ever. Yeah. So like I have to like replay it in my head and like I have to, you know, kind of go step by step, like okay, this, that, and then as like I'm like thinking it out like in bullet points, I feel like it calms me down. I'm like, okay, like and then honestly a lot of times I will like I'll be able to validate like my side of it, but a lot of times too I'll be able to find like okay, like maybe when I said this, I shouldn't have said that or not like that. Yeah. Or maybe I noticed like a turning point when I did this or when I said that, you know, whatever.
Or like maybe I said it like this and she could have taken it like a different 100%. Way.
And it sucks because when I'm doing that, when I'm having that rundown, I find myself getting angry at like, why do I have to be the one to be this careful and to be, you know, this, you know, thoughtful and considerate, but I don't feel like I get an ounce of that back in the conversations, and it makes me so angry, and it throws me into like another loop of like like, you know, just like I'm angry, I'm mad, but then I just kind of like write them out. It's like it comes in waves, kind of like when you have like anxiety from like a fucking brownie or something, and like the anxiety comes in waves.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm like chill, and then I'm like, like literally like that. It's like I feel like that, and then I sometimes do end up crying, and then the other day I was just like hugging myself, like literally hugging myself and like rubbing my arms in it. I had my eyes closed and I was talking to myself as if I was someone else. Yeah. And I literally started feeling like comforted. Like I know it was me comforting myself and that's what it was, but it felt like someone else was there. And it was nice because a lot of times when I'm having these like really hard arguments, that's how I wish they would end with the other whatever person I'm having them with. Yeah. Like in a hug and like an mutual understanding, whatever. And a lot of times, especially when it's with my mom, it doesn't end that way. So it was nice to kind of like do that for myself. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is nice. Like I could keep doing this. Like, and I kind of it gave like meaning to that saying of it's like you have to be that person for yourself to like validate yourself, to show love to yourself in hard moments, to, you know, tell yourself what you would want your parent to tell you and things like that. And it's in those moments where I have to do those things in the hard moments because it's easy to do it when you're having a good day, you know. It's easy to you know do that. I'm so amazing today. Exactly. But it's like in those hard moments, you know, how do you act towards yourself?
But I feel like an important thing to remember too is that when you are the bigger person, like it hurts your ego, but it literally soothes your soul because how you have to make that decision for you, because you know that if you continue this argument, it's going to escalate to something way bigger. It's almost like that thing where you're like, oh, why did I say that? Like I should have just not said that and it could have avoided everything. So when you're able to make that decision in the moment, like it's hard, but it's also so much better for you in the later, because like you were able to comfort yourself to a point where you were able to be like, okay, like now I don't have to go to bed thinking about this entire because I do that sometimes too when I'm in an argument with someone. Like if I don't hash it out or if I don't replay it like you did, like you said in my head, I'll literally go to sleep and be like, fuck, like how did it go? Why did I say that? I should have said this, like blah blah blah. Like it literally just lingers in my mind for the whole night. So it's so beautiful that you were able to do it, because it's hard to listen to your body, and if you felt like that's what you needed and you gave it to yourself, props to you, because that's hard.
Really, thank you, appreciate it. But yeah, dude, it's tough out here dealing with parents, y'all. Like any of y'all listening, watching this right now, literally, we get it. dealing with parents is hard.
Yeah.
And especially if you're a daughter with a mother, like, you know, we feel for you. We know how hard it is out here to be dealing with mothers, especially if they're just as strong-willed as you know, and, you know, want to get the last word in and, you know, all these things. Be gentle with yourself. And honestly, just remember that if you're having an argument with someone and you guys are both already heated, none of you guys are going to get anything across. It's better
no one's listening at that point.
Exactly. Just better to walk away, cool down, you know, be there for yourself, do what makes you feel good in that moment to get your nervous system regulated again, and then maybe revisit the conversation the next day or something. It's never worth it to keep it going in the middle of like an argument. Like, it's never gonna end well.
You know, my mom told me, like, well, she always tells me, she's always like, oh, cuando tengas hijos me vas a entender. Because I was telling her, like, I think you should have done this maybe differently. And she was like, cuando tengas hijos te vas a entender. And I was like, no, Mom, I don't need to have kids. I'm your kid and I'm telling you. And I feel like that's when she was like, like, I almost feel like she got really upset. And that's when we were like, okay, let's stop right here. And I feel like that's what like made her reflect, because I do think that sometimes when you're giving advice, like, you as a parent, you forget you're a kid. You know what I mean? Like, you forget that, how did I wish my mom would have treated me maybe a little bit differently? 100%. And then implement that into your parenting.
100%. And it's like, and my mom tells me that too. It's funny. Like, even now, me having Ezra, she'll tell me things along the lines of like when me and her have an argument or something and that we don't say eye to eye, she loves to tell me like, oh, just wait till Ezra grows up and he's gonna do this to you, like, see how you feel and like shit like that. And I'm always like, no, he's not, because the way I parent my son is completely different than how you parented me. And I was like, I'm doing things way different than how you did things with me, so that's never going to happen. And if, God forbid, we do get into an argument, there's not going to be like disrespect, there's not going to be insults, there's not going to be an attack on character, an attack on like a person. It's always going to be attacking the problem, you know. And you know, we're completely different, and I feel like they forget that too. They just kind of have this mentality of like, you came out like this, or like you reap what you sow, you know. And it's like they feel disrespected, so they automatically assume, well, they're gonna get disrespected, which
is so horrible, because like the nietos are like way better than the kids.
literally.
If anything, they should be like, fuck, I wish you got a little troublemaker to like teach you a lesson. But sucks for my mom, because I'm not having kids.
Oh god.
Oh my god. That thing was delicious. Thank you, Saul.
Literally, I want to keep drinking it. I have to stop myself.
No, me too. I was like, oh, it's getting hot, but I have to chill.
I need water. This is a cucumber water.
I mean, focus. This is a focus one, right? Yeah.
Shout out to Salud for these drinks and these cups. These tumblers are so fucking cute.
You can get your own energy and focus. This is the one we take before the podcast to help us really get in the zone. It has 200 milligrams of caffeine, 350 milligrams of theanine, B6 and B12 vitamins, and it's only 1 gram of sugar, if I am correct.
And 5 calories per serving, you guys.
5 calories, baby girl. Get your own at tastesalud.com with the code IEBesties. Before we continue with the rest of the episode, we're going to take a brief break to shout out our sponsors at Manscaped. Ladies, we all know it's hot girl summer, but what kind of summer is your man having? If your man isn't participating in smooth sack summer, then what is he doing? When you're playing in summer sun, make sure he's scaped from pubes to bum. That's right, this summer to keep his balls cool while still looking hot with Manscaped. The leader in below the waist grooming is making sure we all have a ball this summer by giving our pants partners everything they need to stay fresh. Dive headfirst into smooth sack summer by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code BESTIES. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, it's happened to me once or twice when I go to the beach and I forget to, clean up down there, and I'd be like this the whole time. So don't be like me, baby girl. The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to prepare that summer bod. When you're gifting it to your man or using it on your bikini line, let's keep your bush tame with the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. Their package also includes the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies. Their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology.
The Lawnmower 4.0 has a 7K RPM motor, a new multifunction on and off switch that can engage a travel lock, and gives you the ability to turn the 4K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. Like, a little microscope, a little... Did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Beach, lake, or shower, this razor will devour even the strongest pubes. So no motherfucking excuses this summer, all right? Trim your shit. Now that you have the perfect haircut, use Manscaped's liquid formulations to keep that freshness even at the hottest barbecues. Most importantly, use the crop preserver ball deodorant to stay cool in the heat. With a soothing aloe vera formula, it's the best in the business for below-the-waist freshness. And this clear drying formula will keep you looking good while smelling good. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Performance Package 4.0. The Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag will bring your comfort to another level. If you're not taking your man to get a pedicure, then he needs the Shears 2.0, a luxury nail grooming kit. This kit includes stainless steel nail cutters, tweezers, and grooming scissors. With the Performance Package, his sacks will be smoother than beach balls, but make sure you cover the rest with the Shears 2.0. Ain't nobody want to see the dogs looking rusty this summer, okay? Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BESTIES at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code BESTIES at manscaped.com. Hot girls everywhere agree it's smooth sack summer. Get your man on board before it ends. And we now return to your regular scheduled programming.
Dude, did you hear about Ariana Grande being a homewrecker?
First of all, that guy's questionable.
Most of the men she dates are.
That's so true. I feel like the only one that I actually thought was attractive was Big Sean.
And Pete, but like in a... I just thought, Pete's like one of those guys that's just hilarious. So it's just like, they just makes him attractive.
He's just not for me.
Yeah. I would go out with him. I'm not going to lie.
I literally would. I would be his friend. I would literally love to be his friend.
Yeah.
I just would never find him attractive like that.
Yeah. I just have this thing where like, if you make me laugh for a long time, I'm going to start finding you attractive.
Really?
Yeah. That's what happened to me with my first boyfriend.
Is that what's happening with us?
Probably not.
Oh my god.
Dude, but it's just crazy to me how, like, I was watching like this TikTok video and they gave the rundown of like the guys she's dated and how they've been in like
relationships.
How like they either start dating while they're like at the end of the relationship, or the guys like break up with their significant others and immediately start dating her, or just little things like that. And I'm just like, dude, that's crazy, because you'd think she's this superstar, rich, that she has like the world at her feet. She could meet a million gazillion guys, and yet she dates the ones that are taken. Or just like at least deeply involved.
Yeah.
And she jumps, and I feel like her herself also jumps from like relationship to relationship.
I know, she swears she doesn't.
I'm always hearing her like, oh, new relationship. I'm like, damn, again? Like, girl.
I know. How come everybody talks shit about Taylor Swift?
Give it a little rest. I haven't even heard anything of my girl Taylor anymore.
Yeah, because she just broke up with her man. So sorry, Tay Tay.
Yeah, so literally.
Dude, I don't know, because oh my god. Okay, I literally can't even defend her, and I want to because I love Ariana. But I also think that creating art is a very intimate thing.
So you feel like you would imagine it'd be easy to like
fall for someone. In this scenario specifically, but isn't he married?
Yeah, and he just had a baby.
Oh my god.
That's why I'm like, oh, that's so sad, because like, I can relate, like looking from the mother's aspect, having a new baby and being new to motherhood, you really need to depend on your partner a lot, because it's like very exhausting times and difficult readjusting times, and it's just sad to think that he actually...
That's what I was going to say. It's sad that he chose that over his family.
Yeah, 100%. And also, too, like, I don't know, me personally, obviously he is the one that owes her loyalty. Like, I'm not saying, but also, too, like, me personally as a woman, not even as a mother, just like as a woman, if I have a co-star who just had a baby and like married and whatnot. He literally just posted like a Happy Mother's Day post to her in May. Yeah. Like saying all these gorgeous things about her. I just personally would not be able to go there with you. Like, I wouldn't.
That's true, because like, how do you even get emotionally involved with someone that you know is
I'm
so
saying.
unavailable?
Like, I just wouldn't.
Like, you're really putting in the extra work. You're right. You're right.
I just wouldn't be able to do it. Like, me personally. That's why I'm like surprised. I'm like, all right, girl, like, you could have your pick of the litter.
And you're right. She's so successful.
Yeah, like, there's gorgeous men around you all the time. I don't doubt it. Or like, I'm pretty sure smart men, funny men, whatever you want.
I wonder what her husband was like.
Dalton, the one
that's his name.
Yeah, I think his name's Dalton.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah, it is.
Dalton, get over
Apparently,
here.
didn't they break up? I read. I don't know. I could be wrong, because like, he just wasn't used to like the fame and all that. He just wasn't aware of how it was gonna like affect him and whatnot.
That's stupid.
It does feel kind of dumb.
That's stupid, because like, how are you gonna marry the biggest pop star in the world and then be like, I don't really like the fame.
I didn't think it was.
I didn't know it was gonna be like that. Like, okay, Justin Bieber, calm down.
No, literally. I don't know though.
I don't know. Cause who do we blame?
I just wonder, like. I don't know. I would like to know. I wish I had like a psychologist here.
Oh, like the reasoning of why women do that?
Why someone would be so successful on that level, yet be like dating like practically unavailable men.
Probably because she's just, I mean, she's talented, but it doesn't take away that she's probably just like an ordinary girl.
Like insecure.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Because like, what else? What else is your reasoning? You're literally like married, and you know this person's married.
Yeah, has just had a baby.
Yeah, like what reasoning could you like? You fell in love? Come on.
I read too, and again, I don't know if these are all credible sources because I didn't look that deep. But apparently, like the guy's wife was like, he left me out of nowhere. Like I was blindsided. Like
No.
I didn't have any indication of like the marriage ending or anything like that. Like we just had our baby, and when I read that, I was like, that's sad.
That
like,
is so sad.
That's why I'm like, dude, that's fucking sad. Like,
damn, what a homewrecker.
It just sucks. And you know what sucks is that I was listening to this podcast that talked about how not all bad people necessarily get karma. That some people 100%. Don't. Some people are shitty people, and they are gonna get to live amazing lives.
If anything, they're the ones who get the most life.
Yeah.
Like I know so many shitty people that I'm like, girl, you should have.
You don't deserve.
Should have kicked the bucket a while ago.
I know, it sucks.
Not that I wish that upon anyone.
No, but it's like it feels unfair. I mean, life is unfair, I guess, but just damn. Come on.
But do you? It's because her.
Ari, I know you're watching this.
Ari, come on. We know you're a fan.
We know
you're watching this.
We saw you watch her story. Like, come on, baby girl.
But I also think, what is it that's attracting these men to her? You know what I mean? Like, what is... Because that guy, come on, dude. Like, I'm sorry. I don't even want to be a bitch, but, like, come on. Está feíto.
Like, why is she attracted to these men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think if I was a sensational pop star, I would want to, like, fuck top quality men only.
Of course.
Like, who was doing that? Somebody was doing that.
Maybe she's just delusional. Remember that one girl we met that said that she doesn't care if the guy's ugly or cute. Like, she wants all the men's attention no matter what.
Yeah. That's true.
It's giving that energy. It's giving that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she's good at her job, but it doesn't mean she's a fucking good person or a nice person. Yeah. That's like if I was really good at fucking accounting, like.
Maybe Victoria Justice,
I don't know why I said accounting.
Maybe Victoria Justice did have a reason to be annoyed with her when they worked together in Victorious. You can remember, like, she would sing and then, like, Victoria would always... We all sing.
Oh, my God.
You never know. Maybe there was a reason why... She was annoyed with her.
Did you ever read Jeanette McCurdy's book? She talks about like how Ariana like started becoming so successful when they were doing Sam and Cat on Nickelodeon. But that show was originally, I think, only supposed to be her, like Jeanette McCurdy.
Oh wow.
And then they put Ariana Grande, but Ariana Grande was when her music career was like low-key kind of taking off. So she would miss a lot and like. And she just like talks about how like unfair it was for her on the show.
Yeah.
Because of like the lack of commitment, I guess, from Ariana, which makes sense. But also, I'm like, oh, like if your career's taking off, though, like, are you really gonna hold back because of some bitch? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But did she say besides that, like if she was mean to her on set or anything like that?
I don't think so, but I think she was just like a presumida.
Oh.
Like she would come on set and be like, "Oh my God, like I had lunch with like Tom Hanks."
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Would you not talk about it though? Like if you were young and you got to have dinner with like famous celebrities, you don't think you'd share with your co-stars if you're on a show together? Like, hey, like.
I mean, if we're not even cool like that, then no. And if I was cool with her and she's my homie, I'll just bring her along.
You'd be like, we're both leaving set.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like, oh my God, I don't know. Successful women are so. Wait, when did you watch the Hot Cheetos movie?
Did I watch it at home? I think it's on like Hulu or some shit.
Didn't it only come out on like streaming?
Mm-hmm. It's actually really good. Like, oh shit. I watched it on Hulu. I think either Hulu or Amazon Prime. I don't know. I loved it because they even show a little cameo of the real guy, like in real life. He had a little cameo in the movie. And honestly, it was more than anything inspiring as fuck. Because, can I ruin it? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I mean,
you want to watch it?
I'm out. Clearly, he's successful.
Yeah. Well, I just like that. You know, they show him working in the company. Obviously, that's how he started. And then, you know, he's a janitor. He's not even like working the line that makes the chips or anything, but he's just so determined to do something with his life. And he actually like started dealing drugs. Like he came from dealing drugs and all that stuff, but having children and getting married was what made him want to have a better life. And he has a difficult relationship with his dad because he's a he got saved by like Jesus Christ, so he's like a Christian and whatnot. So his dad like never believes in him, and so he's like battling with like, you know, just his inner demons and just choosing between being a bad person and a good person. But yet, just like his determination, like his bosses at the company are telling him no. There's a lot of like racial like discrimination and a lot of these things, and he makes friends with a black person in the company, and that has like a higher position than him, that knows how to work the machines that makes the chips, and he learns from him. And he's like, you know what, like, just he watches like the CEO of the company is like, they're going through the recession, and he put out like a video to the employees to just kind of give them like hope through the recession, although they were like laying people off and they were like scrambling to like keep the company afloat. And he said this one phrase, think like a CEO. And he was watching it. He said he remembers he was the only one like in the lunch break room watching that video being played for them in VHS. And that he was like, you know what, like, and it literally just that phrase made him think like, okay, like what can I do to help the company? So he thought of like the spicy chips, how like none of the chips on the shelves at the time were catered to like Hispanics, anything spicy, anything that's not like, you know, what we know, like the basics. So he just inspired him and he did it. And even just like the journey to get like the chips to be put out there was like hard, you know, a lot of like setbacks, but he didn't give up. He was like, no, like
it wasn't like going. Cringy, like the dialogue or anything like that.
The dialogue wasn't cringy. It felt authentic. It felt genuine. Like it felt nice. Like the story was like heartwarming. Like it was really good. I was genuinely surprised. Like me and my sister just played it because we're like, bro, like there's nothing to watch. Like let's just fucking play it.
Yeah.
And it was really good. Like it felt very inspiring for me even to, you know, I like, can you imagine being a janitor and just thinking like, okay, like what can I do? You know what I mean? In this company.
Well, yeah, because like, you wouldn't think that like he would want to contribute. To something that's like,
or you wouldn't think that you're in a position to contribute.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah. You don't even think about it.
Yeah, so it's like he didn't give a fuck about that. I will say this though, he had been working there for like I think 7 years before like the idea came and everything. But in the beginning, his intention was just to move up in the company. You know what I mean? So he was a hard worker. You know, he was a good worker, and so that showed in his work ethic and everything. So it's like. It was like a testimony to me of like how good things take time, and how you have to be very intentional about what you want. And, you know, in the beginning, his intention was just to, you know, be a good employee and be able to keep his job because they were in the recession and just, you know, move up in the ladder and whatnot. And then eventually that intention turned into, you know what, like, what can I contribute to the company? You know, I don't want to be a janitor my whole life, you know, whatnot. This and I don't know. And literally he just did it. Like, he just had the idea. His wife helped him out with it. His kids helped him out. Like, it was like a group effort.
Aww.
Like, to mix the spices and everything, and like
Did it
to come
say
up with the
when
recipe.
when did that happen? Like, do you know what year it was?
I don't remember, honestly. I think the movie did start in like the 1970s or 80s. So like it was like a while back. But I was just like, damn, dude, like, you know, and that's all thanks to his wife, you know, because his wife really was like more like the mastermind behind mixing like the spices and everything. And it was his idea, granted, but still, like, she's the one that had the sazon and everything, cooking. Yeah. So like,
it was a team effort.
Of course, team effort. But you know, it's a testimony, because there was a lot of times where he wanted to give up, and he wanted to, you know, just sometimes even deal like drugs again and stuff. And she was like, no, like, I believe in you. I know your dad doesn't believe in you. I know you don't believe in yourself, but like, we're gonna keep doing this. Like, and it's just like, it was such a good movie, dude. Like, I loved it. Like, I genuinely loved it.
I'm gonna watch it,
dude. You have to watch it. Like, it was so sweet. Like, I gave it a 10 out of 10. Like, I genuinely loved it. Like, the story, like the way it was, like, I don't know. I just loved everything about it.
I wanted to watch it because of the little boy. Because I love him. I think he's the sweetest angel in the world.
Yeah.
I just hate streaming. Like, I want to go to the movies. I hate, like, because when it's on there, I'm not even going to look.
Do you have a surround sound?
No.
Get a surround sound.
That's what I'm missing?
That's it. I promise.
I actually was thinking of putting one in my room.
Yeah, I promise that's all you're missing.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, because I don't, like, I would prefer to go to the movies and watch shit.
Yeah, no, just, that's all you need. And you already have a big TV in your room, so.
That's true.
So that's all you need.
Okay, I'm going to get it.
The surround sound.
I really want to go watch Barbie. And I want to dress up.
Me too. I tried to buy tickets, but it was just not.
I don't want to watch it in the front.
Me either. That's why I couldn't go.
Oh my God, you know what I watched? Have you seen No Hard Feelings?
No.
Dude, that good? Shit is fucking hilarious.
It is?
It's so funny. Like,
it's not
so
even in theaters
funny.
anymore, huh?
Yeah, it is.
It's still in theaters?
I watched it like a few days ago.
Oh, okay.
It was hilarious. Oh, to be fair, though, I watched it at Regal.
Jennifer, which one? The Fontana?
The one in Ontario.
Because
bitch doesn't even have reclining seats.
No, because the one in Fontana, I went to go watch The Little Mermaid, because I was the only one at the time that had like seats together and at the top. And it was the worst fucking experience ever.
Wait, which one? Which one's that one?
The one that's by like Cardenas,
Bitch, that shit is so. I'm surprised it's still even open.
I hadn't been there in years. And I remember in the years, like, because I think the last time I went was like 2016, 2017. Yeah. And like, I remember having good experiences. Like, I don't remember like, but dude, this time like the screen, like the brightness was super low. So like I could hardly see anything at times, especially the scenes that were pitch black, like under the ocean and things like that. It was like literally like 2-minute scenes are just pitch black. Like you could barely see anything. Like it was so terrible. And even the scenes that were supposed to be like bright and like colorful were just so dull. And
the movie's so long.
Yes, it was terrible. And I blame that for Ezra not being entertained, because normally he does really well in movie theaters. Like he sits the whole way through movies. And this time he was like, it was like he was like, he had a lot of opportunity to like space out, to be like, I don't want to do this. Like he was standing up and he wanted to jump and he wanted to like do all these things. And I'm like, this isn't normal for him. Like he normally does well. And I'm pretty sure it's because like, dude, he was like, we're not even seeing anything.
Come on, why would you go there?
He's like, why are we watching a black screen?
Like, this movie sucks.
Literally.
That's funny.
But yeah, dude, so never going there again. Don't go there, you guys.
I got really nostalgic though, because it used to be Edwards and I used to only go to Edwards. I never went to AMC when I was younger. And like I watched like the premiere of like Twilight there and like a bunch of movies, and I felt really nostalgic being there. But also then I was like, man, this theater fucking sucks. Like, what do you mean there's no reclining seats, bitch?
Yeah.
And I was in the front.
That's the best part.
No, really. And my neck hurt. And that's why when I was gonna go see Barbie the next day, but I was like, ew, I'm not sitting in the front again. And those were the only seats available. I heard it's sad.
Why?
And I heard that if you have mommy issues, not to go.
I'm fine.
That's true.
I have to watch it anyway.
Yeah. But I was like, oh, like I don't want to be sad. Did you ever watch Life Size?
Yes, I like that movie.
I love that movie.
I like that. I remember the gist. I don't remember that many scenes because it was so long ago, but I remember liking it. I remember like the gist of the movie.
I remember cracking the fuck up because you know how she thinks she can do everything?
Yeah.
And she's like on the computer and she's like, and it's like nothing.
She's doing it.
Yeah. It's just gibberish.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So me and Steph decided to, in honor of us having a little drink, we thought it would be amazing if we photoshopped the pictures of our girlfriends into guys and decided to see how many shots we would need to take in order to sleep with them. So I'm going to go first.
Dude, these are so hilarious. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
so I'm going to go first and I'm going to show them. So starting off strong.
Wait, show it and then we'll say it like the.
Starting off strong with my beautiful sister. I'm gonna send Umsel the pictures so we can put them. This is my beautiful sister Stephanie, and this is what she looks like as a guy. And low key, he's kind of fine.
Damn, low key, your sister's fine.
Damn, low key, he is fine as fuck.
That's a man right there. If I ever did see one,
literally, and that's 0 shots. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm going straight in. I'm actually
he just has to pull up to the bar.
I'm actually gonna give him a shot.
We fucking
get him loose. Get him loosey goosey. All right. Next, we have another beautiful girl, my BFFL Valerie.
So gorgeous.
Gorgeous girl. So let's see how she looks. Yikes. I'm a little disappointed.
Hey, he's kind of fine. What you mean?
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling him. Like, I'm sorry, babes. It's giving.
I would make out with him for like four shots.
4 shots. Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
4 shots.
4 shots and I'd do
4
it.
4 shots and my friends have to dare me to do it.
4 shots and nobody else hit me up at the club.
Literally. Okay. Like, he's not terrible.
That's what I'm saying. You were making it seem like he was like so bad.
No, he's not terrible, I guess. It's giving like Egyptian.
Yeah, like very much
Persian,
like Middle Eastern.
like
Let's
Middle
name
Eastern. them. He's giving me like Farouk. You know?
Really? I feel like he needs a Greek name.
Like what?
I don't know that many Greek names.
Me either.
Okay, we'll look some up.
No, that's too much work.
I meant later.
All right. All right, your turn, baby girl.
Okay, this is my friend Destiny. Oh my God.
It's giving like dummy.
It's giving like gym
confused.
boy.
Like he's just confused the other time. Like if you,
I would make out with him though.
He seems like he'd be like he'd get his feelings hurt very easily.
Oh my God. Like oh my God. Okay, I would kiss him for. I'm not gonna lie. I would kiss him for like 4 shots. He's not bad.
I guess.
Like, I wouldn't willingly kiss him, but if there was no one else and I was 4 shots in, I would kiss him.
Okay, yeah. If you're just bored.
My other bestie, and her titties are in this one, and she looks really good. The feck. This is my friend Vivian. Look at how beautiful.
Love the hat.
This is her. Damn, why'd they give her mean traps?
Why'd they make the boobs bigger?
Do not lie, she's hot. I would make out with him. I'm not even lying.
He's cute.
Yeah, he's really cute.
Yeah, I would do 1 shot.
Titties and all.
Yeah.
I would kiss this man. Oh my God, dude, that shit is so funny.
1 shot.
Isn't it crazy how like we could have been a man?
Yeah. Oh my God, let's show us as a man.
Did you do it?
No, let me do it right now. All right, guys. So, in the spirit of the game, Steph and I decided to turn ourselves into men as well.
Comment how many shots you guys would take
In order
to kiss with us.
Be honest. Fuck.
Okay, let's see.
To be fair, I don't have that many pictures of my face close up, so Steph did get a clear good one. Mine's like okay. This is Miss Stephanie.
Damn, I'm fucking sexy. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I would.
Let me
see. You
see.
got some big fat juicy lips. I just want to like.
Shout out to fillers.
Yeah, like I really would want to like suck on those lips.
Yo, low key, I look fucking good. I'm not even lying.
You do.
They give me a nice haircut too.
No.
Ew.
I know,
Why am I in love with myself?
Like a little
I'm cutting
bit.
this out. Nah.
No?
I'm way sexier than that fool.
All right, guys.
Let's see you.
Mine's giving Shrek from when he turned into a man.
Handsome Shrek. Why do you look like Aaron?
No way.
No, bitch. That picture. No, pick a better one.
Because I don't have any like close up to my face like this.
No way. It's because you
I
can't tell. It changed your face too much.
I don't take that many pictures. Like
that is not Vanessa as a man. Can't be.
It's probably worse.
Thank God we're women, though.
Literally, I would not like being a man.
I've actually been really enjoying my women experience lately.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I've just been really comfortable with being a woman. Like, I've been really embracing my feminine energy.
Ooh,
we missed you last time because on the last episode, I don't know if you listened to it, I was asking Saul, like, when he feels like he's in tune with his feminine energy, and he said never.
I would expect nothing less from that man.
That's exactly what I said, but because he's like, what's feminine energy? And I was like, I don't know, Vanessa know this shit.
I don't know that well either. I do know everyone can have it though.
Yeah.
Me personally, I feel the most feminine, I think, in 2 occasions: when I'm showering and I'm like
a full
washing my body,
like an everything shower.
Like everything, where I'm like scrubbing my body and like, because I like to dance in the mirror before I get in. So it's like a whole routine. Like, you know, I undress in the mirror, I dance, I check myself out, and then I'm in the shower and I'm touching myself and I'm scrubbing myself and
you're like this.
I'm like, you know, and I'm just like, you know, affirming myself. It's like, I love it. It's like a little routine.
Like pampering yourself in that way.
Like a little ritual. And when I'm like caring for my son, I feel like that's the most like motherly, like feminine, like that I've felt for sure.
Yeah.
Where it kind of just feels more like the most like natural thing ever to kind of like care for someone, because I feel like naturally as creatures, you know, we're meant to be around other human beings and connect, you know, we're not meant to be alone. So it's like, it's kind of like a special thing to have like a child and nurture them and care for them and, you know, help them like emotionally, physically, mentally, like in every aspect, cook for them, clean it, like it's like a whole job. So it's like when I'm doing that for him, like I feel very like in tune with like
that is so true, because I do feel that when I'm with my niece, like when I'm taking care of my niece, I'm like, oh, I'm such a mother. And that feeling's, it's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. 100%. So yeah, I feel like those 2 moments are the moments that I really feel like I connect with that.
That's cute. I definitely I think that too, like when you're like what, like you said, like when you're showering or when you're getting ready. For a night out, like on Saturday I kind of felt like that, because I was already doing my, you know how you're like, bitch, if you're not gonna go out, why are you doing your hair? I was already doing my hair in the moment when you had asked. So I was like, okay, it's convenient that I'm already doing my hair, like whatever. But I felt like really someone see. Yeah, exactly. And we looked cute that day. We don't take one goddamn picture.
Guys were coming up to us left and right.
I know, we looked really good. Sorry.
Yeah, it was crazy actually.
Sorry, hide your boyfriends. We're like Ariana Grande.
We're no longer in our healing era. We're entering our villain thotty era.
Just fucking around. Fuck you, Ariana.
All right, guys. Well, I think on that note, you guys, we're gonna leave this off for you guys. We miss you guys. I miss you guys. I know I haven't filmed for a minute. You know,
yeah, we missed you.
I got a new job. Honestly, I think that's really what it was. Just the readjustment to my job, because it's different hours than what I'm used to. So, but I'm back and I'm better.
Hey, I actually do want to, before we go, I want to shout out Yosabo, because they're sponsoring me to run a marathon. Well, they signed me up for the 10K and a half marathon and the marathon. And I'm a quitter. I tend to be a quitter. So this is really going to push me and challenge me mentally. And I'm very, very excited. And I wanted to thank them so much for even convincing me to do it. Because because they just ran one with like very minimal training.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Like, that's so cool.
How long does it take to run a 10K marathon? Like,
a 10K is 6 miles, I think. And then a half marathon is 13.2. And a full marathon is 26 miles.
That's insane.
Yeah. So I'm excited, because it's like one of those bucket list things. Like, there's no really real reason I want to do it other than to know that I am able to do that.
That's one of my favorite feelings, when you're in the midst of doing something hard and you literally have the thoughts in your brain telling you, just stop, just give up right now. Just, why are you doing this? Like, you're putting yourself through unnecessary things. Like you could just stop right now, and just even though your body does kind of feel like it wants to give out, you're pushing beyond the thoughts. You're pushing beyond the physical like exhaustion. You're pushing beyond, and you just keep doing it, and then you finish, and you're like, it's like the best high ever. Like I, didn't let the thoughts get the best of me. I did it regardless, and I pushed, and then you finish, and you're like, it wasn't even that bad.
Yeah, or oh my God, like I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's why I love the gym so much, because it's, you know how people are like, oh, I don't know how to listen to my body. I feel like it's a really great place to reconnect with your body, because it takes such concentration to focus on whatever you're working on that you have to literally connect your mind to your body and whatever physical like muscle you're using. And it especially for someone like me that I'm so hyperactive, the fact that I'm able to calm myself enough to focus on that one thing has been so helpful in me just like listening to my body when it needs like rest or food or water or whatever. Because someone asked on Instagram like, oh, like tips on how to get into a better nutrition or a better diet or health habits or whatever. I feel like that's what it is when you push yourself because nobody's making you.
Yeah.
At that sense, because I personally don't like spinning classes and shit like that, because I don't like people telling me what to do. I feel like I'm just like half-assing it at that point. But when it's me telling myself like, okay, you have to do this, you have to push through this, it's really, I feel like that's a little bit tougher mentally. And I'm trying
because like no one's you're keeping yourself accountable, and I feel like that's the hardest thing to do.
Exactly.
Because if you're keeping yourself accountable, like if you decide to give up, no one's gonna know but you. And so it's easier. And
even the progress, like you're the only one who's noticing, really, because when people see you constantly, they don't really notice until like a while after.
It's like a year later. They're like, oh shit, when did you get this
like,
fat
damn.
ass?
No. Been carrying this baby around for years.
I'll be like, I bought it.
So if you want to do it with me,
the
little
marathon?
Challenge. Well, you don't have to do the full marathon.
Oh no.
Come on.
Maybe once I've dipped my feet back in the gym for a while, I'll consider it. Maybe next year.
We'll get them next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Next time. Yeah.
But thank you guys, besties, for tuning in to another episode. We love you. We're going to be back with so many more fun things. We actually have a really exciting new episode next week. All works out. So tune in. Let us know what you thought about this episode. Let us know what you want to see, what you don't want to see, what guests we should bring on, because I feel like we've been overdue for like a guest. Sure. Yeah. So let us know. We love you guys. You can find me at Steph's Got Milk on everything.
And me at bloomingvc.pic on everything.
Thank you guys. Love you, besties.